All right, in this video, I'm going to cover changing your banner images, or what you might refer to as a header image, on different pages throughout the BizCore theme. Now, majority of pages all are going to function the same in terms of where you're going to change this image out. The layout of the page might use different features and stuff, but for the most part, I would say 99% of your pages, that top banner image is going to be controlled in the same area. So I'm talking about this grayscale image here on my example page. So logged in, I'm going to be viewing the page editor for the page that I want to edit, and you're going to be using the featured image feature here in the editor. So if I wanted to change out that grayscale image, first step I would do is remove the current image, and then it's going to give me an option to set the new image. That's then going to open up the media gallery for your website where all media is stored on your site. And you can click the photo that you're interested in using. You'd set that featured image. Then once it loads, you'll just scroll up and go ahead and update your page. Once the page is done updating, you can click to view that page, and you'll see that your banner image has changed. Depending on the height of the banner image for best visibility, you're going to want to make sure, obviously, you're using a good high resolution image. For page speed purposes, you'd want to make sure the file size itself is around 500 kilobytes or less. And then your actual physical dimensions of the image, because the banner height is only so tall, but the image stretches the full width of your screen, you're going to want to use an image that's at least 1920 pixels wide. A good base is 1920 by 1280 for the overall aspect ratio of that image. And then it's going to place that image from a more central point based on how tall that banner is. So it's going to fill the image's width, and then the height and what displays is going to be kind of directed from the center point. So the most ideal physical image size for these more thin horizontal landscape banners, you're going to want something that's around 1920 by 750. Anything taller than that, because of how it covers the full space for the banner image from a center focal point, you might have some of the top and bottom of that image not display if its overall height is above 750. Now we can go into some specialty pages that may not talk to the featured image for its banner. For instance, maybe your property management page. The property management page kind of has its own unique banner, even if yours is styled differently from what we're seeing here. It's still going to be the same feature on the back end editor of that page. So I'll go ahead and click Edit Page and show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to be navigating to the flexible content area of the page where you modify the content on the page for any designed features. That last page we showed was just kind of a standard page where content is added in the default WordPress editor here at the top versus using one of our pre-designed features. So the property management banner is actually its own feature so that we can build in additional information, the contact form, a video, etc. Depending on what your site has in your property management banner, that would be built into the property banner section. And then there you're going to have an area for that background image. So it would not be talking to the featured image section on the side that I showed before. However, where you might want to post a link to this page on social media or something like that, where it's going to pull a title, a little description, and an image. When you post that, that would talk to the featured image. So when you're modifying your banner or header photo for your property management page, you'd want to still go ahead and set the image that you want as a featured image for when you share that link externally. But for what will display on the front end of the page, you will still need to use the property banner section in flexible content and modify this background image here. Now, WordPress has default photo editing, but it's not for changing the image that's being used. It's just for some of the information like adding an alt text, giving an image a title. You can give it a caption, a description, and then being able to track down the URL of that image in the media gallery. So that's not actually used for changing out the image. So you would do just like in featured property or featured image section, you'd click to remove the background image you're currently using, be met with an add image option, select the new image from your media gallery that you would like. Again, if you want it to match the image that's going to be shown whenever posting this page externally somewhere like a social media platform, then you'd want to make that same change to the featured image if you want it to be the same that you just set for the actual page itself. But from there, we'll go ahead and hit update. And then once it's done updating, view page, and you'll see that my header / banner / background image of the top banner section of the property management page has now updated. Another page where you are going to have a different feature for modifying your top banner or your header image or media is going to be on your homepage. This was actually built independently for the homepage specifically, as we have the ability to display a single image, a slider that rotates multiple images, or a video that plays in the background. And we have a separate video for you to follow along for editing that, as that one is a little bit more in depth, so it is in a separate video. Hope this helps. Thank you.